Hello and welcome to Same But Different, the show where we talk all things movie, entertainment, television, all that jazz, everything from here to the sun. This week we had the pleasure of watching Talk to Me, A24's new horror movie. Talk to Me. When a group of friends discover how to conjure spirits using a disembodied hand, they become hooked on the new thrill until one of them goes too far and unleashes terrifying supernatural forces. Derek, why don't you talk to me and tell me what you thought of this movie?
I was looking forward to this movie a lot. It was hyped up a lot. I have to say that it perfectly lived up to the hype.
Wow.
It's a fantastic horror movie. It feels original, even though the concept is something you've seen a million times before. Like, there's a cursed object that causes a bunch of people, when they mess around with this cursed object, shit goes down. That's something you've seen so many times, but this is just an example of how, when it's done right, it can feel original and unique, and I just loved that about this movie. Less scary than I thought it was going to be. That's why I think it didn't really exceed my expectations, but it was more disturbing and like unnerving than I thought it would be. It wasn't exactly like when I shut off the lights, I'm going to be scared to go to sleep kind of scary. It was me sitting there and like shit went down. I'm like, oh no.
That almost works more for me. I'm almost desensitized to horror movies, and this kind of horror still scares me. So
Agreed. And it's not like over the top with it either. Even when it is over the top, it's still like, yeah, that would happen.
I just mimed pulling my own eyeball out of my face because I think it was over the top. And not in a bad way, but that was a little over the top.
But when you usually see that in movies over the top, they go in, they grab it, they yank it out, and it's got like string attached to it or whatever. But this one, they tried. It's hard to do.
Because you can't even, how do you even get your fingers around it to pull it out?
They're realistic with it, and that's where the creepiness and like unnervingness comes from. Bashing your face off the side of a table. I thought the acting was fantastic. There's a bunch of just no-name people, except for the lady who played Eowyn in Lord of the Rings.
That's who that was. I didn't take the time to look her up, but the whole time I'm like, damn, she's familiar. And I just kept not looking her up. Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's the one that delivers, I am no man.
Yeah.
Stabs. For a bunch of no-name faces that I've hardly seen or not seen at all, I was very impressed with the acting, especially our main character, Mia.
The banter between everybody at like the little house parties and stuff felt like actual, high school kids riffing off each other.
The mom's comedic relief as a mom, just inputting momisms. It was good. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel out of place. It was directed by twin brothers. They come from YouTube. Their channel is Raka Raka. They've been YouTubing for a long time, putting out shorts, putting out little sketches, mostly very high octane action explosive pieces. And that's what I kind of expected them to do once they broke free from YouTube and went into Hollywood. But no, the directing was incredible. The camera work, there were camera movements in this where like a door would slam and the canted angle would go with it.
Yeah.
The camera movements were motivated by things that you saw on screen. I thought it was so well directed, and the camera work was crazy good. It adds to the atmosphere of a scary movie too, where the camera becomes a character interacting with what's going on. I love the themes and the foreshadowing. The theme of connection. We have our main character who can't connect with anyone, it seems. She's like kind of like an outcast. She can't connect with her dad. She's lost her mom. She can't connect with her friends. Everybody thinks she's kind of a loser. This hand that's reaching out for a connection, she wants to do that. She volunteers to do it. I thought that was really, really cool. And then the foreshadowing with like, the dying kangaroo on the road foreshadowed the kid dying later and her having to mercy kill him, or choosing whether or not she would. There was a lot of plant and payoff in this movie, and that is just brilliant writing. Finally, the ending of the movie, I thought was a great ending. I didn't want a cookie cutter bow tie kind of ending. It was kind of a sad ending, but it was a natural, organic, deserved ending, albeit a little predictable, just a little bit.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's everything that I liked about it, which was clearly a lot. I only had one gripe, and maybe you can even like bend my mind on this. Bend my mind?
I'll bend your mind.
What? Maybe you can change my mind on this, and maybe the
Oh.
audience can even come in and change my mind on this and explain to me, because I seem to have missed it. Why did the spirits only choose to fuck around with Mia? The crux of the movie was the younger kid, the younger brother, gets possessed and goes for too long and they forget to blow out the candle or whatever, right? So why is it that all the spirits just kept appearing to Mia and fucking around with her? All the other people in the movie, except for, the kid who's in the coma, all the other people are like, no, we don't see anything. Nothing's happening to us. What's wrong? The only thing I can think of, because it wasn't actually the mom reaching out, right? We find out by the end of the movie that's like just a demon pretending to be her mom. So the only thing I could think of is that one of these spirits saw an opportunity, said, okay, I'm going to focus on this girl because this is our easy way in.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Probably.
it was just weird. It was just weird that didn't detract from the movie at all. Like, by the end of it, I was like, that's a fucking fantastic movie. I'm going to give this movie 9 out of 10 disembodied hands.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 out of
Big
10.
wow.
This is easily one of my favorite horror movies of the year. One of my favorite horror movies of the past, I would say, decade, to be honest. Like, this is great. I can't wait to see what these guys do next. Oh, and it was short. It was perfectly short. It wasn't too long. It was a perfect hour and a half.
That I do think it was overhyped for me. I thought that the acting was excellent across the board.
And the fact that they chased it like a drug.
Yeah.
I thought that
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
really,
It was
really
like
cool.
it's like flatliners or something. Like it got them off.
Yes, exactly.
They're
How do you
so
mean?
dumb. They're always going toward the scary things and opening doors they shouldn't and trying to talk to the hand again when they know it just bad stuff just happened. Like everyone's so stupid and one-dimensional in that regard. And that was a little bit annoying, but again, I think it was done on purpose.
Okay, hold on. But your point where like everybody else felt safe and it's okay and like it ends, there's an ending to it. I feel like because they all thought it was a safe, controlled thing, that it's fine. They just wanted to try it out.
I think the climax was too small. There's so much beautiful horror and cool, creepy shots throughout this movie. To me, a horror movie should always be on the rise, and the finale just felt small. It just felt tame compared to what we were getting. So yeah, I wouldn't put this up there in the league with like Hereditary in terms of modern day classic horror movies or whatever you want to call it, but it was a solid flick. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who is a fan of the genre or wants to see something original-ish. It's got jump scares, it's got stupid kids, body horror, squelching, dead moms. What more could you want?
It's got squelching, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
got squelching. I gave it 7.5 disembodied hands out of 10. Yeah, I couldn't quite give it an 8 because I feel like Hereditary and Midsummer sit around an 8 for me. Maybe an 8.5, I don't know. So I couldn't quite give it more than that, but I did really like this. It was very, very well done. I just couldn't crack it up to an 8.
A lot of my love for it comes from the fact that it's such a good success story from just guys that come from YouTube and just inspires me to do it.
Yep,
So,
fair enough. Let's do it. Let's do it. Share this video with all your friends.
yes, please.
No, please, do it. It's a demand. What we get to do now is move on to a new theme. Even though we're not really doing themes, we figure October needs a theme, and it's going to be scary, Halloween-y, spooky movies.
No!
All right, let's pop our hand into the hap and see what we're gonna get.
What is happening?
It's the only one from last month that... The new Haunted Mansion. I have heard very medium things about this movie, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's got a fun cast. It's probably just going to be a silly fun time. As always, if you liked what you just watched, come back weekly, tell your friends, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that stuff.
Yep. This has been Same But Different.
Same but different. Bye, folks. See you later. Bye.
See ya.